Welcome to Drillville. Today I want to take a look at some small kits by a brand called Make Market. I found these at my local Michael's store, and I am not super familiar with the brand, but I had heard the name before. So after working on a huge kit from Diamond Art Club, which is Bathroom in Paris, I covered that in a previous video. I really just need to take a small break so I can work on something that I can complete. I need that sense of satisfaction of completing something. So I bought these two coaster kits and then also this set of 4 5x7 inch canvases that I thought looked really cool. And I've never really worked on tiny kits before, so I'm excited to open these up and see what they have. So this coaster kit is entitled Flowers, very nice and simple. And you can see we have these beautiful bright flowers. We have this rose and a sunflower. This could be an iris here, I'm not really sure. And I don't know what this pink one down at the bottom is. Let's straighten it out a little bit. Maybe one of you could tell me what that is if you recognize it. So this set has 30 different colors, very bright, and lots of pinks and yellows in there. I think these are going to be really pretty. And what I'm noticing on these is that the drill field is really pretty clear, but there's no boundary around any of the symbols, so that might be a little bit challenging, but these are really small pieces, so we'll see how that goes. These have the cellophane that you just peel back like you would on a normal canvas. It's going to be easy to just take a binder clip and lock that thing in place, I think. And we also have our toolkit, and it looks like this is really a very standard toolkit. So we have a pen with a squishy. They gave us some baggies. I never work out of baggies, but these are kind of handy to have. And then their wax is blue, so they have a blue wax, and we'll see it has a little note on there to peel off the layer on the top of the wax, which is important. I appreciate that. It has just a standard tray. So very standard, but really looks good. The drills look really beautiful as well. You can see all of those flower colors reflected in here with the pinks, the reds, touches of yellow, and I don't see any ABs, just kind of casually looking at these, but there might be some hidden in there that I can't see. So again, this is Flowers. It's a coaster set, and I am looking forward to working on this and letting you guys know how it turns out. Oh, the other thing I wanted to add about this too is that these are cork backings, and it looks like you just peel the adhesive off here, and then when you're finished with your coaster, once you've worked it up, you just take that and stick it on the back. So that's kind of nice. That way it's not sort of in the way when you're trying to work on it. So it looks like a pretty good quality kit. Okay, so the second set of coasters is called Marbled. And you can see they have these beautiful, interesting marble designs, different colors. They have this bright blue and this one here with a bunch of pink, and these two in the kind of mixed here with different colors. This set has 27 colors, and you can see again all of those beautiful colors reflected in these drills. And again, these look like pretty decent quality. We'll see when I actually get some out of the package. It looks like we might have some AB drills in this one as well. It looks like there's a shiny coating on that white, so that will be really interesting to see what that looks like. Same as the last one, we have the peel away cork board that we'll put on the back when they are complete. And I didn't show the toolkit for this one because it's pretty much exactly the same as the one that you saw for Flowers. Okay, so this set of 5x7 inch canvases is called, what did they call it? Night Landscapes. So you can see these have a lot of deep blue, dark purples, some pinks. They're really pretty. I especially love this lighthouse, and I'm sorry these were folded up in the box, so they're a little bendy right now. But I love this lighthouse and this night scene in the sky here. And then we have this beautiful field of flowers and moonlight. This is a really pretty mountain scene. It's hard to see on the canvas, but there's a lot of white in this one with the snowy mountains in the background, and some it looks like a lake here in front of the cabin. And then this one I think is the Northern Lights, but I'm not completely sure. It looks like there's some trees and then the swirl of light in the sky with the moon, and I really do think it's probably the Northern Lights. So these are all very small. It looks like they're going to be very, very quick, and on these as well as the coasters, the symbols look really pretty clear, and it looks like there's quite a bit of color blocking in some of these too, so these should be very, very fast to kit up. The to work up, I mean. So these are the drills. So as you can see, reflective of the canvas, there's some very dark purples, forest greens, deep blues of different kinds of shades, and some of those light colors in there too, like the whites and the pinks. So I think this is going to be very soothing and relaxing, and again, very quick to work up, lots of color blocking, and I think they're going to turn out really nice. It would be really fun to like frame them and hang them up all together as one piece on the wall. So we'll see how these go, and again, I'm going to pick one of these, either a coaster or one of these small ones to work up, and then come back and let you guys know what that experience was like. Hello everyone. So I decided, instead of working this coaster up and then showing you afterwards, that I would go ahead and just do it on camera and talk about what I see and what my experience is. So this is I guess kind of my first WIP and Chat, so you can let me know how you like that. I've never done one of these before. We'll see how it goes. So one of the first things I noticed when kitting this up was it was a lot of colors, and there were a lot of tiny amounts of drills, and that's going to be really good because I think we're going to get a ton of detail. So it was a long kit up job, but that's okay. I enjoy kitting up. And the other thing I noticed was, for some weird reason, these are, you can see these are alphabetical, but they left out a couple of letters. Just, they left out the Q and the V. So that confused me a little bit as I was running around trying to figure out where my drill packets were, but I went and looked at the key and all was good. So I was pleasantly surprised when I put this on my light board that the light came through really well. I wasn't sure because it was kind of a thick plastic. So I was not sure how that was going to do, but it just really works well on the light pad. And then I just took the cellophane off completely. It's not worth like peeling it back because it's just such a small piece. So I'm just going to remove it for this one. Also, I'm going to try this wax for the first time. So this is their blue wax, and we'll see how this goes on our pen here. Get this loaded. Okay, it seems to be doing nicely. I know a lot of people use putty, and I am not familiar with too many putties. I have never really used them. I know the Diamond Art Club kits come with the preloaded putty pens now, but I haven't used, like, you know, the scented putties or anything like that. So let's see, it looks like my wax is not getting quite to where it needs to be. I'm probably overdoing it. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so where shall I start? I'm going to start with Y. It's here in the little leaf portion of the flower. It looks like that will be fairly simple, so let's grab our Y. And you know, like I said, not very many of any of these drills, so I want to be really careful not to spill any of them or lose any of them, because I don't know how much extra they're giving us in these kits. Okay, so all right, that wax picked up very nicely there. Oh, the other thing is I actually taped this onto the light board with a little bit of, it's wall safe tape. I use it for a lot of different things, but this was super helpful for just attaching this on here because it was sliding all over. First I tried the blue tack, but then it just made it too it wasn't flat enough. Okay, there we go. Looks like we got a little bit of, maybe I put a little too much wax. Okay, now we're getting along here. Okay, well, these drills seem to be pretty good quality. I don't have any complaints about that. I'm having a pretty easy time with the drill field here. And yeah, that's a nice wax actually. You just never know with new kits, different brands, that kind of thing, what the quality is going to be like. I've gotten kits as gifts before that were just not good quality, and they actually get really, really frustrating. So I'm glad, I feel lucky that when I started off with Diamond Dots kits, and I still do them sometimes. In fact, I have one that I'm going to do a review of pretty soon that was a little bit of a failure for me. But I can talk about that in the review, but it's not because of the quality of the kit, it's for other reasons. I've just put it away and I will go back to it later. But I started off with really nice quality kits, so then that not only made me more enthusiastic about diamond painting, it also made me just know what quality is, so that I, knew a good kit from a bad kit. So, some of the problems I see in these cheaper kits are just drills that are just trash drills, bad drills, or they're just poor quality, they're kind of fly away, they're super lightweight. This seems to be pretty good quality so far. I'm not seeing any trash in this tray, and the wax is working really well. The pen is standard pen, pretty comfortable. Okay, we are finishing up with our Y. So we're getting this leaf going here. And we're going to move over to our plus sign. So I have a bunch of kits that are kitted up right now. Well, not a bunch, but enough that I kind of ran low on my square trays here. So I'm going, oh, these are a little staticky. Let's see. Okay. They're going to slide in there. They want to stick to the tray. And then normally I'll always use a label maker to label my containers, but that was not in the cards today because my label maker batteries were dead. So I had to do a quick and dirty job with just some sticky notes there, but that's okay. All right, plus, so this is really dark. This is almost like black. I think it's the darkest drill in the kit. Okay. And now it looks like once I get this finished, I'm gonna have to make a decision about if I'm going to work from the outside in or if I'm going to do all of this white. Well, that's, of course, that's the outside in, working with the white and then going in, or do I want to work from the inside out? On something this small, I guess it probably doesn't matter that much, but I'm probably going to start with the outside and work in, just because I really don't like the feeling of my hand on the sticky portion of the canvas, and that happens if you're not careful. Okay, so we got that done. There's a little leaf there. And we'll get the other leafy bits here, which is going to be S and a little bit of A. Oh my gosh, these drills do like to stick. Okay, so let's try A. There's a lot of the white, like the white is very, very full jar of white. I think a lot of these have white as their background, and these just, well, that's interesting. These appear to be mixed in with the brown. Sometimes that happens where I'll get a drill pack that has, they're brown drills, but they have like a bunch of reds mixed in out of the packet. It's really strange. That's not human error. Sometimes there is human error where I do mix two different drills together into one container, and that's never fun. But in this case, it looks like it was just a manufacturer glitch. Okay, so we are on A. So far so good. There's no multi-placer that came with this pen, but I think with a round shape, I'm not sure, I don't think multi-placing would be super practical on something like this. And again, it's small. I think it's going to kit up really quickly. Okay. All right. I'm going to just slide this one over here. So, boy, yeah, these, I don't know if it's the tray or the drills, but they really want to stick in that tray. Okay, we'll go over to S. S is another, oh, it's kind of green. That's kind of pretty. I like the dark. Oh no, see, here again we have these yellows mixed in. I didn't notice that when I was pouring these drills into the trays. Like I said, I've seen that before. It's just, let's see, okay, we'll just move these little guys out. I want to put them aside just because I'm a little tiny bit paranoid with this kit because there's so few of every drill. It'll probably be all right though. They usually give you extras. So, okay, so we're going to double check here. This is S. Again, working up really nicely. Wow, I think I'm going to get this done really quickly. This is so exciting. I haven't finished a piece in quite a long time because Bathroom in Paris has taken over my life, but I'm getting closer. I'm very excited. I think I'm definitely 75% through, maybe, getting to the end, and it's going to be so incredible once I finish it and get it framed and hung up on my wall. I think it's going to be kind of like my forever painting that I'm just going to have in my little office / studio. Okay. So that is S, and then we have a little bit more S over here. I hope we don't have a lot more S because it looks like this is going to be a lot of the S's. It looks like we might not use this color again in this kit. I'm not sure. There is not very much left. So I know that there needs to be chat in a WIP and Chat. I'm not really good at talking off the top of my head out loud. I haven't done this before. I hope you guys can be patient with me. Okay, so that finishes up our S, and then we have a little bit of A to do. Oh, I think I see what's happening here. I did not have one of these drawers completely closed, and a little bit of that other color came out. Okay. I usually keep the door open on these just in case I happen to lose track of which color I'm working on, which sometimes happens. Especially when I get in the zone, you know, the diamond painting zone, where I lose all track of time. Okay, and then just to be super tidy, we have one more S over here. Ow. Okay, things are going a little haywire. All right. Make sure that's mashed down. This thing, I like these little containers, but you have to be kind of careful with them because it's very easy not to close them completely, and they really have to be snapped all the way down. Okay, so bing. Okay, we have the leaf parts done. Yay. Okay, so let's go through and do our 4, which is the white, and that's going to be our outer rim. Okay, and I'm going to start down at the bottom here. I haven't worked on a round drill kit in a little while. I started, I did do one that I was sort of a work in progress called Irises. You can also see my video on that. I think it was, I can't remember, Iris Sunset is what it was called. And that was actually my first diamond painting video that I did. And that I just did because I just, again, needed a little bit of a break, and it was halfway done anyway. I think it came out really beautiful. It's actually hanging on my wall, framed right now. But since I started working with squares, I started to really, really love squares. And so for a little painting like this, the rounds are great, but I just find that the squares are super satisfying. However, I'm glad that I did start with rounds, simply because they're much easier, actually. Okay, we'll get up here in this corner. I don't have any particular method here. We're just trying to fill things up. Whoops. Okay. I'm also not, I don't have perfect technique. You know, I'm not a perfectionist. I do like things to look nice. I don't like glaring errors in my paintings. And then big gaps and things like that, but I'm not a crazy perfectionist when it comes to this. And, you know, like I said, I don't really have any super special techniques or anything like that. I am getting a lot better at the multi-placing, just because I've done so much of it, and you can just eventually, the key to the multi-placing is just do it over and over and over and over again, and you'll just figure it out. I don't know how else to explain it. I think there are, in fact, I know there's a lot of good videos on technique, but I've never been able to watch a video on technique and just kind of follow along with it and make it make sense. It was just sort of repetitive motion for me. Okay, so this is coming along nicely. I think, yeah, one of these kits that I showed had some ABs and some sparklies. I don't see any in this this kit with the coasters with the florals, but that's okay. I think this is going to look really, really pretty. And I do like that they have a little bit of the fill-in color there, so the gapping isn't really showing as much. Yeah, it does look to me like there's quite a lot of gapping in this outer area, but I think that's probably okay. It might be a deliberate part of the design. This is really fun. Like I said, I've never worked on something really tiny. When I started off, I was doing these like partial kits that I would just go to Joann's and pick them up, and they just didn't have the entire canvas completely filled in. So some of them were pretty quick. Like I did a butterfly and what do you call it? A hummingbird. And those were pretty fast, and they were really good for me to do as a beginner. And we'll kind of move over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to complete this on camera, and then I'm going to time lapse it and then come back and just kind of talk about the whole experience. And that drill is getting away from me there. Okay, well this is the result of the finished project of the first coaster, and this was about 90 minutes to complete. It was really, really fun to work on. The wax lasted, I only had to refill my pen once, so the wax was really long lasting. It came out with a lot more sparkle than I expected. And yeah, very good. I didn't see any trash drills or really experience any issues other than I wasn't super happy with the tray because I'm used to a much better quality tray, but it was a perfectly fine tray for what it was, just in a kit like that. So yeah, so happy with this and excited to get the rest of these completed. And I would say that I would recommend this kit, definitely. So thank you all for joining me on my channel today, and I will see you in the next video.